I will try my best. One, two, test. Good day, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Singapore. This is round 10 of the Performance League number 2. So, who will get out of the garage? And first, we will have news soon about the weather. We still don't know how will be the race, but it's look like the qualify session will be dry unless Cody is messing with us and don't show the rain. Yes, I have confirmation from Dale Edge. It is dry qualify and dry race. So we will have a car getting out soon. It's the Ferrari of, believe it, O'Steven, is it? Yes, O'Steven's getting out. We have a Sauber just in front of him. Let's jump in front and see. Yeah, yes, and C is getting out in first. No, we have Wave and Tail in front of him. He's already in the long straight. I'm apologize. I'm a bit behind, guys, but I believe it's Wave and Tail who will lead this qualified session in Singapore. As we know, the corners are tricky and the wall are very close to the track in air, so every mistake might be the last of the night. So they have to be very concentrated and very consistent in their driving. Fortunately for them, it will be dry, but it might be tricky since when it's dry, you tend to push a little more and maybe sometimes a little too much. So we will see if they can capitulate on their driving, stay calm, stay ice cold, and manage good overtake. We all know also know that it's pretty hard to overtake, apart from in the in the first straight. But let's watch with until as he will set a benchmark time for the qualify session, unless he's invalidating his lap somehow. I wish not, but he's known to be pretty fast, so let's see how he will do in this circuit track. Oh, that was close the wall. Looked like he forgot to turn his DRS on, or maybe he's already invalidated, I don't know. It's hard to know. But sure thing, the DRS was, the rear wings was turned off, was closed. It looks like he's pushing. But he's also on soft tires, so he will probably get out a little later with a faster set of tire. Really doubt that he will start the race on the hardest compound when there's no rain announced for the race. Getting in the tunnel. Seems to have pretty good lines and corners. Don't waste too much room on the track. Oh, that was close to the white line. And I guess he was invalidated because he hasn't set any time. So let's jump with Yost and see who was following him. This time it's good, and Yost set the benchmark time of 140.1, almost 0.2, followed by O'Steven a second and pretty much a second and a half behind. We have Nitro Cash. No, who was that? I thought it was a red car, but let's watch Sab crossing the finish line, also on soft compound. And Sab set the second lap as Delange just set the fastest time with a 1:38.7. Delange must be very happy to make a dry qualify, since last night it was a wet qualifying. Will someone be able to beat Delange time? We'll know soon, as Scope is on his out lap. Nitro Gas must be ready, not ready, but must be on his flying lap. But let's see. Yes, he was, and he set a second time of the qualifying so far. Who do we have? Wave and Tell. I hope this lap was not invalidated. Still between the lines. And he still hasn't set a time. Never missed in the pit. Delange is on his in lap. So who do we have? I believe the next who will start his flying lap is Scopefielder. My guess is by now Wave and Tail will go into the pit. Will surely not set a time with 3 laps all already on his tire. Scopefielder is also on soft compound. I wonder if some will risk or will go for the strategy of starting on the hardest set of tire. One stop strategy can be done here. Soft, ultra soft, or ultra soft soft. I don't think it can be done starting on hyper soft, but there's some guys are just crazy good on tire wear, so anything is possible at this point. And I believe Scopefielder is starting his flying lap. We wish he will stay between the lines for the entire lap. He's swerving the rear end a bit at the exit of turn 2. Give all he can at the entry of the long straight. DRS is open. He's pushing as hard as he can. That was a great view of the rear wing of the Williams. Probably the only thing is great about this car this year, the look, because the result was not there. We're not there. But anyway, that's a great helicopter view in Singapore. We have some great view from above when they do it, which is not often. I wish we had an option in the camera side to go in helicopter view. There's some track or some race that will make great footage. Delange is still leading this qualifying session with 9 minutes to go, and I believe that was invalidated. He hasn't let go on the throttle, but your commentator, which is myself, have invalidated 2 of his laps in that same corner last night because of going too wide at the exit of the third straight. But Scopefielder was more lucky. Surely doesn't waste any space on the track, and yes, it was a good lap with a 140.8. I will go and see who is on what tire. And yes, Delange have set his fastest time so far on Ultra Soft. Madrogash has also set his fastest time was Ultra Soft, and it's probably the reason why they are leading with almost 2 seconds. Actually, Delange is almost 2 seconds in front of the first driver on Soft. I'm sure it won't stay that far, and yeah, Never Miss just set the new fastest time with a 137.1. So a little more than half a second. Oh no, it's almost 1 second and a half, but it was all hyper soft. Who will be the first to take this position from Never Miss? It's a pretty good lap time. Pretty much everybody are in the pit. We have a Sauber in front of the Force India. I hope no one is blocking anyone there. Is it no? Who is the Force India? Is Never Miss? Yeah, so Never Miss, I believe, is in laps, so it's not a big deal for him. We still have Captain Stiff and Wiventel, who hasn't set a lap time. Captain Stiff is actually currently on Hypersoft, while Wiventel is on Ultrasoft. But I don't know why Never Miss is pushing on the Sauber like that. I hope the Sauber is not as in flying lap, because it's getting pressure from behind like that. Something weird. Something weird. That was close to being validated, but Yos, I believe he was on his out lap. I hope for him. Don't know if it's a bug in the game, but there's the second car that doesn't turn or doesn't open his rear wing. The DRS was flashing yellow, and in the screen the car wing was closed. So I hope just a bug, or I don't believe that 2 drivers on a grid of 10 cars have forgot to turn on the DRS, unless it's just on purpose to make them slow down and I don't know why exactly, but he is on soft compound, so maybe he won't to stay in P5, but I don't know. He's running out of fuel, so yes, he's going into the pit. He won't set a time on that. Is Captain Steve still in the pit? Still is still in the pit. Never miss going out. So everybody is in the pit except for Steven. On what tire is he? Is on ultra soft. Don't know if he's on his out lap or flying lap, but he will surely improve from his lap on soft compound. He's getting ready, approaching the last corner, trying to achieve the maximum speed on the exit without cutting or exceeding corners. It's pretty hard there, but he managed to do that very well. Have a great lane as well on the first three corners of the track. And the Ferrari is pushing as hard as he can. Stay far from the wall. DRS open. ERS is draining pretty well. It's weird unless it is his second flying lap in a row. I don't understand why his ERS is that low. Only 16%. As Sap has retired, who as he crashed somewhere, was his best lap was on soft compound, so he's probably thinking that it's a great position to start on soft tire and P5, which is a good position actually. About 2 seconds, a little more than 2 seconds behind, never miss. But on soft compound, we'll start on the hardest tires and finish on ultra soft, so it's a good strategy if he managed to keep his front wing intact, because it's the danger with starting on harder compound. You're aiming for a long first stint, so if you damage your car, it can ruin your strategy completely. As Steven just slowed down before the finish line. But he still set the third time of the qualify sessions, so not sure why. Maybe he thought it was invalidate, but it wasn't. I don't know. We can ask him after the race. Who do we have? Captain Stiff Waventel is on his out lap. Will he set a time at this? Will he set a lap time on this occasion? Will he bail on it and start on a harder compound as well? We'll know soon. Captain Stiff is getting out of the pit. No, Captain Stiff is actually on his flying lap. Oh, sorry, I'm confused now. No, he's on his out lap, so we'll stay with Waventel. I believe he's about to start his flying lap. Ooh, that was close to the white line. DRS is open. Never miss has left the session. He's confident that no one will beat his time. And this time, Waventel did open the rear wing or the flap of the rear wing, so he is pushing. I believe he will try his best to set a time. That was close to the wall, but no contact. And I believe Nitro Gush have crashed because we had a localized Yellow flag in sector 3 at the same time that he retired. Managed to have a great exit of this corner, which can cost a lot if you mess this up. You can lose half a second easily at this corner if you brake a little too late. But Wave did it very well. Being on Sauber's proving that he is a fast driver. Because of the allocation, the car allocation, they give the slowest car to the fast drivers. And he set the second fastest time of the qualifying session with a 1:37.6. The scope fielder is still on a flying lap. I believe so, because the qualifying session is over and he is still driving on the Williams, should I say. Not sure which car is faster than which car. The admin are testing every cars before doing the allocation, I'm sorry. And scope fielder go into the pit. Is Joost. He's on a flying lap. He's not on yellow tire anymore, so I believe he is on a flying lap. Captain Stiff has not set a time yet, and he's finished, so he will start in last position. And Joost set the third fastest time of the qualified section with a 1:38.4, but he has the advantage to have one more lap of wear to his ultra soft compound. So will it affect his performance? Easy tire wizard in tire temperature management. Will he pit in the same time as the other one? We will know soon, but our grid look like it. Never miss in P1, Wave and Tail in second position, Joost and C in P3, Delange in P4, Scopefielder in P5, O Steven in 6, Nitro Gash in 7, Sab in 8, BWA Clyde in 9, and Captain Stiff in 10. We only have one driver who has stayed on his soft compound through the qualify, so Sab will start on soft in this position. We still don't know what Captain Stiff will start on. I believe he will start on soft, but he could also switch to ultra soft, yeah. But we will know soon. They are now getting their strategy ready. The fuel strategy and the tire strategy. This track is pretty rough on tire wear, so they must pay very attention to what strategy they will use, especially if they are aggressive driver, because a tiny mistake and just losing a little part of the front wing here can slow down the car a lot and reduce the downforce at a point that they have no choice but to come into the pit and switch the wing. So the strategy for the tires will completely be messed up. So they have to think of a lot of angle when they managing their strategy for this race. A one-stop strategy will be faster if they keep their front wing intact. But a fast driver might also go for hypersoft and do a two-stop and finish in front if he is fast. And I believe this is the case of most of those guys tonight. Captain Stiff is a bit of a conservative driver, I believe. He's careful, don't do much mistake. but we'll see how it will end up. Sometimes it's just another car making a mistake in front of you and you get to a wreck in a wreck. I wish everyone will finish this race, but Singapore is pretty much like Monaco. Anything can happen. The host of the session must allow a minute to the driver to set their strategy. Reason why it's taking a little longer, but they are almost ready. Yost NC is taking his time, but we will start soon the formation lap. We have a Force India, 2 Sabre, 1 Renault. After that, we have the Williams. Is it the Williams of Scopefielder? Let's watch and see. Scopefielder, yes, he is on the Williams. Those little colors are confusing. I still mismatch them with the 2212. 22. Sorry guys, I forget how to say the year. 2017 game. There we go. So after the Williams, we have 2 Ferraris, 1 Red Bull, 1 Haas, and another Red Bull of Captain Stiff, who is coasting, and he chose to start on, is it Ultras? Yes, it looked like Ultra Soft Compound. So we have 1 driver on Hypersoft and 1 driver on Soft. Everybody else are on Ultra Soft tires. They're getting their tire ready at the right temperature. The last moment before the game take control of the car. So if they're not ready now, this is it. They cannot do it anymore after this point. And we have a new model of Sabre with 8 wheels. So it's a 10 driver grid. It will be ready fast. And I lose it again. 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. It's waiting, and away we go. It's looked like Wave and Tail have a great start, but no, never mistook the and Yosensi just slipped in second position, getting very close up Wave and Tail. But I believe everyone has made it turn 1, 2, and 3 intact. I haven't seen any carbon fiber flying in the air, so this is a good news, people. They all still pretty close. Who will be end up or hold on behind Sab or will, and we have a Ferrari in the wall, Nitro Gatch. Was there contact, or did he just made a mistake, or was it a lag? I'm not sure. He's still driving. And we still have never missed in first position, but Yosensi don't let him go away at all. Neither than Wave and Tail. There is still three drivers in 1 second and a half gap. So at this point, after one lap almost done, anything is still possible. Never miss. We'll have to do a two-stop race for sure. And will it be fast enough to do two pit stop and stay in front of the two Sauber? We'll know soon. But we have Captain Stiff, who's already trying to pass in front of Sab. Sab being on soft compound, but he's pushing very hard behind the Langeno Stevens, so I think he's pretty fast on his harder tires. This is O'Steven in the Ferrari who holding up the train at the moment. So I apologize to Sab. I thought the soft tire driver will be the slow of the bunch, but at this point is the Owen. Delange just passed O'Steven. Already starting to create a gap. Maybe O'Steven had problem. I will try to see his front wing is too fast. But he's getting passed by everybody. So my guess is he has problem or he's just very bad lucky. But Waventel is pretty close to Yosensi, only half a second behind. O'Steven keep losing position. Nitro Gash has stopped for soft compound. He is alone in his world, but can he go to the end and do 29 laps on soft tires? I doubt it. But we have the two Sauber getting in a battle very soon. The DRS is available now, and they are in turn 3, so pretty much at the first long straight. Where is the easiest way to pass? And Waventel is right on Yosensi rear end now. Will he go to the inside? Yosensi go defensive, take the middle of the track and get hold his position. At this point of the race, with still 28 laps to go, no one will risk a ballsy move, especially when they have the same power. He has plenty of time to pass Yosensi since Never Miss doesn't seem to go away very much. Only 3 seconds pretty much in front of Yosensi. Yosensi have a bad exit of the corner, I guess, but doesn't slow down enough for Waventel to overtake him. They both go wide at the exit of the corner. Arriving at the tunnel or under the bridge. It is the closest battle at the moment. We have Captain Stiff who tried to close to Sab, but Sab do a really good job on his soft tires. We'll go with Yosensi telemetry, but I believe he's turning everything at the maximum power when he get into straights, so Waventel doesn't have the opportunity to overtake him. But his ERS is at 20% only, so when Waventel just do the switch back behind, go outside, but he will have the inside at the next corner. It's a side-by-side battle that's really great to watch. And Yosensi managed to stay in front, but I'm sure Waventel will not stop there. Yos is currently charging his ERS, and Waventel ERS is full. His fuel is already in the yellow stuff, so He must ride a lighter car, but he will have to manage his fuel carefully at the end of the race. So he has to pass UNC now. And Saab do a really great job on his soft tire. He's going away from Captain Stiff. Last time I checked, he was 8 tenths in front, and now the gap is in second. More than that, is almost at 2 seconds in front of Captain Stiff now. So surely no one has a tire problem. Maybe only Never Miss. Being on lap 4 on Hypersoft, he must be starting to feel the wear by now. I believe those tires, after they've done 7 laps, they're pretty much gone. Wave and Tail go again on the outside. I believe this time is a little more in front. Is enough, and Wave and Tail take the second position from Yosemite. Now his job is to go away as much as possible because his fuel gauge is in yellow, so he will have to manage it as crazy later. So he has to manage to make a gap now. Yosemite has plenty of fuel, but I believe has trouble managing his ERS. When he was defending, he has to fight against the wind or the air. Now that he's behind Wave and Tail, he will have the slipstream, so he will save fuel and ERS. But will he has enough power or enough control of his tire wear to take that position back? We will know soon. As I think he just clipped the wall there, but not enough to make any damage to his car. I think it was the right rear tire. But Wave and Tail seems to create a gap now. 1.5 seconds. Yeah, there's a gap now. So we need to jump to Scopefielder and Delange, who are in a crazy tight battle. Delange go inside and go side by side in the last corner. Well, not the last corner, but and Delange take the position from Scopefielder. They are both on 5 tire hold ultra soft. 5 laps hold ultra soft, sorry. But they're in the long straight now. Scopefielder rear wing is open, but he doesn't have enough power or enough something to overtake. And we have a safety car. It's very fortunate for Never Miss. It will allow him to stay in front. That's the luck of the Hypersoft drivers. Will he pit? Will he pit? Where is he? He is a bit far, but the safety car lasts at least 2 laps, so they will probably pit. BWA Clyde and O'Steven just pit. Actually, O'Steven is pitting at the moment, but for BWA Clyde and Saab, that's very unfortunate. They cannot pit now because they are still pretty much on brand new tires. But I believe BWA Clyde can go to the end on his soft tire, so there's no point for him to stop. O'Steven also, let me count it, it's about 23 laps, 22 laps. It's maybe a bit too much, but they will surely finish the race on Hypersoft tires if they don't make it to the end. We'll see, it depends how good they are on tire management. We have pretty much everybody who's pitting now. Wave and Tail have take the lead. He hasn't stopped. Last night I personally did 15 lap on my ultra soft. Some guys have did 16 or even 17, I believe. So with Intel is aiming to surely a one-step strategy. Delange have stayed out as well as same for Sab. Sab can go very far on his soft compound and he's very good apparently on them. He's managed a great race pace on the harder compound. Sorry, but we will have never missed on ultra soft. Oh yeah, sure. He's going. Oh, on ultra soft. That's interesting. So probably he knows that he cannot make it to the end on soft compound. So he will go ultra soft, ultra soft. That's interesting to see the different strategy in here. Some have pit for brand new soft compound, others have stayed out with six lap old. Whoa, and he just hit the safety car, I believe. Is there any penalties for the safety car driver for check braking cars? Is the safety car go out on this lap? They are at the pretty much at the penultimate corner, and it stays out for another lap so everybody can catch up. Yeah, Steven is still very far, adding tire wear to his soft compound. He's not one lap. He's one lap old tires. Steven has already done 2 steps, but I believe he had problem at the beginning. And Yo Sensi have a 5-second penalty for what? Corner cut? Behind safety car? That's very unfortunate. He was driving in, let's say, in P3. But now he's being behind never missed. So I believe it's almost P2 as Wiventel is provisional P1. It's very interesting to see how they will manage that. A safety car of 3 laps time, it also saves a lot of tire wear. So maybe the soft driver will make it to the end now because it's make only 22. We'll see. It's hard to tell. But it's very unfortunate for Yosensi getting a 5-second penalty. It will be a stop and go unless he stays out, but on ultra soft he will surely have to pit again. When it's a corner cut, a 3-second penalty for multiple warning, at least if it's a mistake from the game, it can be removed at the end. But when it's the stop and go, and it take effect in the pit, you cannot have back. If you get overtaken by 3 or 4 cars while you serving this penalty, you cannot have this back. Even if it's a mistake from the game and the steward give back the 5 seconds, it's too late already, as getting out of the pit behind 3 or 4 cars, adding way more than 5 seconds to a race time. But Wave and Tail is doing a very, very late safety car restart, forcing everybody behind him to brake in the last corner, but it worked because he managed to stay in front. Never miss with brand new tires, already tailing Delange from very close. Will he go there? He's going inside, but Is he enough? No contact. Dylan will have the inside of the next corner, and there's a contact. Never miss, turn in a bit too early here. It's something that will maybe investigate after the race. Dylan have lost the position to Never Miss. And Sab on his 8-lap old tires is doing pretty well, tailing Delange very well. They're both on Renault Power, even if the body of the Red Bull is supposedly better than the others, as we've seen in Monaco and all street circuit. But he's tailing Delange, and Captain Stiff also tailing, Captain Stiff also tailing Sab. So actually at the moment, it is Delange who holding that train behind him. And he's only 8 lap old on his tires, so probably he's going a bit defensive because he can surely do a better pace than that, especially against the same lap old tire soft as he is. I don't know if that sentence made any sense to you, but in my head it was pretty clear. Yeah, we already see that Never Miss is going away from the lunch, but he is fighting with Waventel, only 3 tenths behind him. At this point, Waventel is holding Never Miss. So he will probably try his overtake in the long straight, but he's losing time at the moment, being held by the Sauber. And Waventel do a great job not letting Never Miss pass. He has his ERS almost full. Just turn it on so Never Miss don't take that position from him in that straight. And now charging to be ready for the long straight and the start-finish straight line. But they all going away from the lunge now, and Sab is only 4 tenths behind the lunge, so I believe we will have a lot of overtake on lap 11. Never Miss is right on Waventel transmission, going on the outside for turn 1, and he do the move pretty easily. I believe Waventel hasn't battled very hard for this one, and his goal at this point is to nurse his tire as much as possible and stay in second position. Driving defensive again, Never Miss was costing him precious time that he cannot allow. At the moment, he needs to manage his tires so he can do easily one-stop strategy. There's now a 5-second gap behind Waventel. I don't know if Dylan have broke a wing or something, because he was driving pretty fast and pretty comfortable before the safety car. So I don't know if something happened. I can't really see now. His wing seems to be intact, but sometimes it doesn't show. And as I said earlier in the race, you don't need to lose a lot of parts of your front wing to lose a lot of downforce and a lot of controllability on this track. But sure thing is, those 2 Red Bulls won that position from Delange, and I believe it will happen very soon. But so far, Delange do a great job as defending. Probably reason why that gap in front of him is getting that big, that fast. But while we're talking, Never Miss just set the new fastest lap of the race with a 141.6. Sorry. And Scope Feeler in his Williams stay behind, getting ready to any mistake. As you can As you know, when there's a battle, especially a three-car battle, anything can happen. So Scopefielder must stay awake and take advantage of any mistake that the Red Bulls or the Renault in front of him might do. But Delange again do a great job as defending. They have all the same engine, but they had the Red Bull behind, had the DRS full open, and hasn't managed to overtake Delange. So he's doing a great job, and I believe he still have some pace because the four of them going away from O'Steven, who's driving the Ferrari. Now 3 second gap behind Scopefielder. So this train of four car still managed to take a great race pace. But I believe in those four guys at the moment, the big winner is Delange because he is on ultra soft compound, but doesn't allow the hardest tires, the hardest compound to go away from him. So they will pit in the same time. No, not in the same time, sorry, but because Delange will obviously stop before, but by holding them, is preventing them to go away and maybe save the 20-ish second required to do an extra pit stop. So this is well played from Delange as Waventel pit on lap 13. He was on ultra soft, now switching to soft. He will go to the end with 18 lap to go. But the question is, can Captain Steve, Scopefielder, and O'Steven can go to the end with those tires? It make like 23, 24 laps. I don't think so. But they are about 16. Captain Steve is about 16 seconds or 17 seconds. Oh no, way more than that. Sorry. He's about 20 seconds in front of Waventel, so pretty much a pit stop in front by now. So the fact that he's being held behind the lunge, hurting him very bad. If he has to stop, which I think he will get out behind Waventel because of Delange holding them up. So actually, Delange do a pretty good job at the moment. You will have the big N at the end or at the second stint. And he's going in. On lap 12, a little too fast. But he managed to, and BW Clyde have... Where is he? We can see him. Did he had a contact with Nitro Gas? I can't tell. No, Nitro Gas was gone long time ago. But I don't want to lose the battle between those three guys here. But the fact that now Delange's out of the way allow the Red Bulls and the Williams to try to get some speed and gain some advantage from those hard compound. But I believe the damage is done by now. Getting holded back by Delange that much has damaged their race very bad. And Delange will surely go to the end with these soft tires unless he... No, I won't say it. I won't jinx it. But it's unfortunate for BWA Clyde. We'll know after the race what happened exactly. We have just saw behind that O'Steven and the Ferrari was catching up a bit on the Williams, I believe, but I'm not sure. But this battle is still alive and they're all pretty close together. They are the fast chicken. just before the the penultimate corner. Oh, and he go wide, Schofielder. I don't know if it gave him a warning, but he gone wide. But in the meantime, Captain Stiff was almost on an overtake position, but decided to step back behind Sab, which is not his teammate, even if they are in the same car. I don't know if you are aware of how the car location work in the Performance League, but obviously the car. Sorry guys, Sab managed to stay in front, but it's pretty close and allows Schofielder to practically close the gap to nothing. As I said earlier, Schofielder just waiting for a mistake from any one of them in front of him to take the position, and I believe he has the patience and the control and the talent to achieve it. He is right on Captain Stifton. Oh, he's going out of the corner in a spin. He's very aggressive on the throttle. He stayed behind the Red Bull while they both battling. When will it happen? If it happens, will Captain Stiff overtake Sab? Because this is also a good strategy for Sab to hold those soft tire rider behind as much or as long as possible. And he's doing great at the moment. I believe he will switch to ultra soft in about 3 laps or so, around lap 18 maybe. 18 or 19. Will he go until 20? I'm not sure, but Schofielder just took the position from Captain Stiff. Great move from Schofielder. Captain Stiff has burned a lot of rubber trying to overtake Sab, and it damaged his tire, and it slowed down a bit. It slowed down his pace as well. So Schofielder have took that opportunity and overtake Captain Stiff. I'm sorry, and now he will start chasing Sab. But now that Sab have a little more breathing space, will he go away? That's the question, because he is crazy fast on soft tire. Even if they are 15 lap old, I believe he can go away. He will probably go until lap 20 at least. I did 15 lap on Ultra Soft last night. I must say that the last lap was a surviving lap because it was the weather was going to the wet. So I was stretching as long as I can, but the first 14 laps were very good. So on soft, he can go for 20 laps, sure. And he just took the provisional pole at the moment, has never missed, just spit, and he's spitting for soft. Oh yeah, he doesn't have any much choice, but I thought he will go longer than that and go for hyper soft for another set of ultras, unless he doesn't have another set. Oh, and whoa, oh, we have a crash from Sab. I don't know exactly what happened here, but there was a lot of swerving on the track. And I think Captain Stiff also hit Schofielder in the back. I don't know if he damaged his front wing, but he seems a little slower. That was a little confusing, but I believe Sab lost control when trying to defend the position. I'm not sure. We will need to investigate that after the race, seeing from Schofielder point of view. But now Schofielder is our new leader. Obviously, he will have to pit. The question is, will he go for ultras or for hyper soft tires? My guess if nothing bad happens, he will stretch it long enough to go on hyper soft unless he doesn't have another set. He has option obviously another set from the not the qualify session, but unless he choose the hardest compound preset, but for the race he must have another set of hypersoft. Anyway, we'll see it later. We have a gap from pretty much a second and a half, 2 seconds between every driver, apart from Captain Stiff and Scopefielder. But even then, the gap is getting bigger and bigger. So my guess is Captain Stiff has damaged his front wing when he hit Scopefielder in the back. So if it's the case, Scopefielder goal now is to go away as much as possible. Obviously, if they had to pit now with 1 second and some in front, he will get out of the pit in front of Captain Stiff because I believe he doesn't have a penalty. Actually, I have seen a lot of penalties so far, so it's pretty clean driving from everybody. I don't know if you just saw, but Never Miss starting to show up behind those two in the background, so he's catching up. He is on brand new soft tires, so he will surely go to the end. He has about 14 laps to go, so that's not a problem for a soft set of tires. And yeah, he's catching up about 2.5, 3/10 every sector. So in lap 20, he will be right on Captain Stiff tail. The gap behind Scopefielder is stayed pretty even, going from 1 second to 1 second point 2, getting closer, getting a little bigger at every sector. So I believe by now they are both nursing their tires and their cars, so probably their fuel, because it was well until it was running not out of fuel, but was running very light on fuel. So I will switch to him right now, since with a 1 second gap, unless a mistake, nothing will happen in air. So actually I will take the opportunity to make a round of the grid before Never Miss get back too close, because he is almost there now. But we have Scopefielder in front, in provisional pole, actually, because he will have to pit again. After that, we have Captain Stiff who running in P2. We have Never Miss, who doesn't have to pit again. He is on brand new soft tires and he's aiming for the higher step of the podium. After that, we have Wiventel with 6 lap old tire, who I believe will have no problem going to the end of the race with these tires. We have in P5 Steven in on soft compound as well with 13 lap old tire. I don't know if he can go to the end. My guess is he will pit for hypersoft. I have to hurry because no, I can't anymore, because Never Miss is going for the move on the long straight, and I believe he did it. Yes, he did it. Nice move from Never Miss. He is on fire and he will go to the end on this set of tire. Now his goal is Scopefielder. So I was at Steven, following by Delange in P6. Delange have a great start of the race, but I believe by defending for that long in front of those guys, damage his tire and his race pace very much. But now he is on ultra soft, even if the telemetry show soft. Unless, anyway, I won't go on this way. It's too confusing. And in P7, we have Yosensi, who was also doing pretty well. So I don't know how this will end because Cofielder and Captain Stiff need to pit. Steven need to pit, and Yost probably need to pit as well. So Delange might be still on the podium. We'll see later, but I will go back to Scopefielder and Never Miss as they are getting pretty close to be in a battle. We also have almost a battle between Captain Stiff and Waventel. Waventel has about 6 or 7 lap tire younger than Captain Stiff, and it will show soon. Even if the soft can go with for 21 lap, after 14-15, surely they will be slower than 8 lap old tires. But Scopefielder just lost the position to Never Miss, who took back the lead of this Grand Prix. By now, it's a matter of time before Never Miss create a gigantic gap behind him. So I believe I won't say it. Sorry, I won't say it. Yeah, the gap is already 8 tenths. We'll go at a second. So we will go back to Delange, who is 16 seconds behind Captain Stiff. So while Captain Stiff will pit, he will get in front of Captain Stiff, in front of Waventel, and no, Waventel go to the end. But he will probably go in front of Scopefielder as well because he is faster than Scopefielder at the moment, and he will be in DRS soon. He is in DRS, I believe, unless he will be in DRS in the next long straight. Oh no, I'm sorry. He is 16 seconds behind. It's Yosensi who is in DRS. Sorry, people, I was confusing yourself with my mixture of something inside. It's Yosensi who is about, yes, he is in DRS behind Delange, so it might compromise Delange race if he has to drive defensive again. So what he will do, will he go defensive and ruin part of his tire trying to hold Yosensi, or knowing that Yosensi need to stop, his best move will be to just let Yosensi go in front and save his tire and go to the end. It's what I will do, but I'm not behind the steering wheel. He is. So let's watch what will happen. But Waventel is closing pretty far on Scopefielder. He has younger tires, 6 laps younger. And is it the move? No, he has the inside buzz. It was a bit too late to go there. It's actually a very good move to just go back behind and avoid any possible collision. Oh, and he just hit the wall with his right rear tire. I guess not a big deal, but it could have been if it was a harder hit. But will Waventel take the second position? It's a bit far to go in for this straight, but surely at the next long straight, he will go for it. Just being in the rear mirror of Scopefielder is enough to make Scopefielder a bit nervous. No mentioning that he is on older tires, starting to be a bit slippery. But this is now. Waventel cannot stay behind for too long. He will damage his tires. So he go for the inside. Did he make the move? Yes, he did take the position from Scopefielder. Scopefielder, will he go back to it as Waventel ERS is pretty drained? And Schofield there is about three-quarter level of fullness. I don't know if it's a word, but now I believe just wave until we just go away. Uh, so going back to Yosensi, who is still behind Delange. Delange doing a great job in defending his position as usual. The gap is playing from 2 or 3 tenths to 8 tenths. But if it was me, I would let Yosensi go because he has to pit again. And Delange don't want to ruin his tire in defending, that's a thing. And if UNC make it to the end, I will be screwed. But as I said earlier, I am not the driver. They are, and they are doing a great job. So who am I to tell them how to drive? But sure thing, Delange do a great job in defending, and the gap is not that close. So even if you want to let him go, he doesn't feel the pressure at the moment. So there's no need to let Yost pass. Anyway, how Steven just pitted for ultra soft, so he doesn't have any hyper soft tire left, or he doesn't trust the tire to last to the end. Yosensi once more time have the DRS or the rear wing wide open, but too far behind, too slow to take the position from Delange. This is our closest battle at the moment, and it's very exciting. Delange do great job. I know I said that many times, but he is great at defending. The Sauber has a great engine, the Ferrari engine. I don't know which edition, not sure, but he has the power. We have seen it in the real F1 season that Leclerc and even Ericsson did a fantastic job. I don't know what are the updates regarding the performance of the engines in the game. I hope they updating that when the game evolve or when they updating it. I really hope so. But anyway, yours has the power to overtake Delange. So Delange do a great job. The gap is pretty much the same, doesn't move very well. It's always moving between now 5 tenths and 8 tenths. So by now, Jos must feel the tire wear being worse lap after lap now. I don't remember exactly when they pit for their only stint. Those who has start, which was only Sab. He crashed. No, he hasn't crashed. Yes, Sab crashed in the long straight. Yeah, he was on lap 16, so we will never know when he will have pit. It's very unfortunate because he was driving a great race. He won as a good position. He was in the lead actually once, not anymore, but he was. It's very unfortunate for him, losing a driver in the grid, especially in the track like that. It happened way too often. It's a great view from the rear end of the Sauber. Oh, did Captain Stiff has disconnect? Did he ghost? I missed the message, but it looked like it says he has retired from the session. I hope it's not that. Well, I hope if he disconnect that he can come back to the section he was doing so well. Unless I missed something important. If I did, I'm sorry guys. But I need to go. And we have the battle of Delange and Yosensi going back. So that's sad. It said it's Captain Stiff, but I guess I miss a lot. No, I'm confused, guys. It is Delange and Yosinci who catching up on Captain Stiff, so he will lose his position because he has disconnected. I hope he will get back in the control before Delange pass him, but I don't think so now. We have a yellow flag in Sector 1. I don't know if it's because of... Oh, did it as in goal? Oh, I believe no. Captain Stiff has regained the control. That's why he's battling like that. Oh, it's damaging the race of the three of them now. That's sad, but the way the car is driving now, I believe Captain Stiff is back on the control. We will see if he go in the pit. Or maybe not. Anyway, it's unfortunate because he was doing well. I hope Yost hasn't damaged his wing. It looked like he hit Captain Stiff car in the back, but it's supposed to ghost. It wasn't look like it was ghosting. Maybe Captain Stiff get back in the control just before Yost touch him. I don't know. We'll know later. But the battle continues and Delange still defending his position very well. With now 5 laps to go, Yosinci will go to the end. It will be 23 laps on his tire, battling with Delange. If he do that, he did great because I know those tires can last long, but in a battle like that, lasting that long, it's really good tire management from both of them actually. And Captain Stiff is at the pit. Going out on, is it Hypersoft? Yes, it is Hypersoft. Is it the game or is it him? They look way too aggressive for the game, so I think Captain Stiff is back in control. 1 lap too late, unfortunately for him. It's very sad. He will still have points since, but they all had points if they all made it to the end of the race because there were only 10 drivers. So it will be a battle between him and O'Steven. So at least it will not be boring for him for the next 4 laps of the race. I will go back to Yost and Delange, or I can do a quick around the grid, which we have never missed, who is not very far in front of Waventail. They are both on the same tires, pretty much the same tire wear. So my guess is Waventail have gained some speed. He was light on fuel, he's still light on fuel. But he's draining his ERS, his battery in every opportunity. So I will keep a look on this gap and see if it get any closer. But it seems like he's catching up on Never Miss. Oh no! Did I miss it? Shit! I missed the overtake. I'm sorry, guys. Captain Stiff just took the position from O'Steven in the last sector of the race, so it must have been a great overtake, and I'm very sorry to miss it because there's no room to overtake in the 3rd sector, so it was surely a ballsy move from Captain Stiff. Anyway, I missed it. I'm sorry, guys. With 31 seconds, he cannot catch up on Yosinci, I'm sorry. Yosinci being still on the tail of Delange. It doesn't look like it going anywhere. The gap, it's only 3/10, but Delange defending so well that there's no much opportunity for Yosinci to overtake. And Waventail's closing the gap, but very slowly, and with only 3 laps to go. Doubt that he will manage an overtake, but we just saw on the screen a couple of seconds earlier that Never Miss has a 3-second penalties. And I don't believe Waventail have any, so his goal at the moment is to stay in the 3 seconds behind Never Miss and hope to Not all, but keep this car in control enough and stay between the white lines and avoid any penalties. Unless he has one and I haven't seen it, but I think he doesn't have any penalties. But the gap between Yost and Delange is not 1 second. I don't think Delange would concede this position, and he's too far to catch up on Schofielder and Captain Stiff with no surprise, just setting the fastest lap of the race with a 1:38.9. But it's obviously normal being with practically drained fuel tank on his car. With 2 laps to go, he doesn't have any fuel left, so it's very light. He has the fastest tires, and he's a great driver, a fast driver. So I would not be surprised if he set another fastest lap on lap 29. Believe Waventail have made a mistake because now the gap is 3 seconds. I can't see his front wing. The way he's diving in turn 1, his front wing is intact. Yes, it is. So he might have just spun the rear end a bit in the sector 3. It is my guess. But on lap 17, he needs to start nursing his tire. Talking about nursing tires, Schofielder is on 23 laps old on his soft. So he must have a very slippery car to control. But he is alone in his world, so he has all the room in the world around him. So no reason to be hurried or pressured in corners. He has 2 laps to go, so his goal at this point is to stay between the white lines, stay concentrate, avoid any mistake that could risk his car, and keep it together for the next 2 laps. The gap getting bigger and bigger behind the lunch. I believe by now Yost might have just give up and start nursing his tire as well. He's only 21 laps, but battling like that, trying to overtake the lunch, they are must crying to get out of this race. But he seems to still have a good control. We'll see in the third sector. Oh, he got a 5-second stop and go for exceeding corner. Cut a little bit. And in sector 3, it doesn't forgive at all. But his tire seems still good. He doesn't swerve in corner exit. We can hear that he's going easy on the throttle, but especially with a 5-second penalty now. Oh, talking about penalty, he's getting another one, so it's 8 seconds in the last 2 sectors. So yeah, he's just nursing the car and managing to do the end. But now we will go with Never Miss, who drove a fantastic race. Only more than a couple, but only 2 sectors to go, and 2.5 second gap in front of Waventail. It's simply an amazing drive from Never Miss, especially him doing 2 stops. And still being in front of Never Miss, who did only 1 stop. Yes, sorry. So, we have 3 1-stopper and 3 2-stopper. And this is it for Never Miss. The fireworks. Congratulations. And no, congratulations to Waventail. He managed to stay in the 3 seconds, and he's winning the race with 3/10 in front of Never Miss. So good racing from Waventail. So we have Wave and Tell in P1. We have Never Miss in P2. Scopefielder crossed the line in P3. We have Delange who drove a fantastic race as well in P4, followed by Yosensi in P5. Captain Stiff, after losing control of his car, poor him, he will be in P4 as well, maybe in P3, but we'll never know. He's coming slowly but surely, or fastest actually, because he's on the fastest compound, to the finish line to take the 6th position of the race. Congratulations to him. And we have O. Steven, who doing all he can with a 4-stop race. But congratulations to you as well, O. Steven. You are in the point. I believe they don't use the Mercedes because my guess is O. Steven will be in the Mercedes for next week. So this was our Singapore Grand Prix and round 10 in Performance 2, guys. So now we see Wave and Tail proudly posing on the higher step on the podium with Never Miss. What a final race. I'm sure Never Miss was pushing hard knowing that he has a 3-second penalty, but Wave and Tail was just too good of a driver to let him enlarging that gap. So last round of the finish result, we have Wave and Tail in P1, Never Miss in P2, Scopefielder in P3, Delange in P4, Yosensi in P5, Captain Stiff in 6, O. Steven in 7th position, Sab in P8, but P8 and above, not above, but under, haven't finished the race. So they won't have no points since it was before 95% of the race complete. So the scoring will stop at 7 with O. Steven. On this, people, I hope you enjoy. And I give you a rendezvous for next week. And I believe it's Brazil. So be ready for a lot of action next Thursday with our Performance 2 drivers. And on this, I wish you a great week and see you later.